Hi everyone, welcome to an update video, another monthly madness if you will. I'm not going to bother recording with a microphone, so it's just going to be the camera's audio, so it's probably going to sound like crap, but meh. So, first and foremost, during the day, generally speaking, I can't get any peace and quiet to do any videos. I hate having background noise in videos because I watch my own sometimes as well. If I'm ever going back through them, sometimes I enjoy watching like my failure seasons or whatever, like a montage or that. Those are my favourite videos. So I enjoy watching some of my own because, well, it's my humour. I made them so that I enjoy them, and hopefully you do too. But I hate listening back to it and hearing little audio issues or little bits and pieces. I'm like, wish that was not in there. So that leads me to recording at like 2 or 3 in the morning normally, which is fine, but I'm kind of getting fed up of doing that because I do, despite popular belief and the people that know me, I don't enjoy sitting up all night. I do enjoy having sleep as well, and believe it or not, but actually being in the daylight, which probably looks ironic considering I'm hiding behind a wall so that my face is dark. That's a camera issue, which I'll get to. I will get to. Recently, that time in the morning has kind of been not working for me anyway. There's still been background noise, so I don't really know what I'm going to do. I'll work that out. That's kind of an ongoing thing. Kind of my problem more than anything else. Next up, I'm just off of a binge of playing RimWorld, and I'll probably go back to playing it after this, or editing the videos. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But you might. Well, I mentioned in it, I think, if I mind right, that there is no Facecam. The reason for that, there's a couple of reasons, actually. Let's get into them. Why not? You know what? It's my video. It's my update video. Fuck it. I was trying to keep these short, but screw it. I'll give you the nitty-gritty. So, cameras. Face cams, if you will. So, where do I even start with it? So, I have 3 camcorders in total. I guess 4 if you count the very old one that I have with, like, it records with tapes, but forget that. That one's not gonna be used as a face cam. No way in hell. So, we're left with 3. The first one, I never used as a face cam because the quality wasn't very good. It just straight up wasn't. It was for the time, it was really good for the time, but nowadays it doesn't really work. That and the autofocus used to do my nutting. If you watch any of my older videos, like really old videos, where you can see like this side of my TV and stuff like that, I'll put up a clip of one that was recorded with that camera. I used to use that camera to record my TV and my gameplay footage because I never had a capture card. That camera is kind of a no-go because the quality just is not good enough that I'm happy using it as that. Plus, like I said, the autofocus, so that's a no-go. Second camera is the one that I'm recording on now. Issues with it? Not many, admittedly. It's a good camera. My biggest complaint is that it can't be used while it's being charged. I'm not really sure how to get around that. If it could, I'd be quite happy using this camera. Because it used to be that it was I wasn't able to record for very long either because, you know, memory constraints back in the day. But nowadays you can get SD cards that are fucking huge. There's a 64 gig one in this now, and even running it at its top quality, it's coming out roughly around like 11 hours left remaining. That would be perfect. But it can't. There's no way that it can record for that long. There's something wrong with the battery for this one. And because the camera's so old, I'm not really prepared to fork out for a new battery. Plus, it would never last for 11 hours anyway, no matter what one I got. So, recording time is a problem for this one. I can only, like, I basically have a time frame of how quickly I can get through a game. And I hate doing that. I love being able to just play at my pace and stopping when I feel I'm done. So yeah. That and the autofocus is a bit annoying as well. And clearly it doesn't do too well with oversaturation. I mean, like, it's not that bright outside, but apparently I am a ghost. And recently I bought a new camcorder. I thought that this was going to be the solution to all my problems, actually, to be honest. It done everything that I wanted to. It recorded in 4K. I'll get to that in a second. It had infrared, so night vision, if you will, which I've always wanted in a camera because I always thought it would be really cool to mess around with. I miss my old filters on my old big handheld camera. So clearly, it was able to record while being charged, although it did have a small cable, so I had to buy an extra long one. But again, my problem. That doesn't really matter. I had a solution to it, so great. And it could record for about 4 hours with the full HD. So basically 1080p and 1920 by 1080. Is that the resolution? Can't remember. Whatever the resolution of my monitor is, that resolution. Anyway. So great. What was the problem with it? I don't know. There was something wrong with it. So, if you've ever recorded with any kind of camcorder for a long length of time, most of them, especially nowadays, I think it had something to do with, I'm not really sure, European tax laws or something. Basically, camcorders, nowadays at least, they chop off the footage after a set amount of time. And they start a new video. Now, that'd be fine if it's a streamless switchover. And normally what camcorders do is they'll record, they'll record up to, example, the 59 and 40 seconds mark, and then they'll have also started the new video at 59 and 35 seconds. So there'll be like a 5-second overlap between the old video and the new one. That's to like account for any kind of delay that would have in starting the new one. So that'd be fine. Issue is, it doesn't do that. So it would record for 30 minutes, then it would start a new one, and you would have the overlap. Great. Other times, it would record for 23 minutes, and then there would just be a big long gap. It basically seemed to lose footage for minutes at a time. Now that's not good. That is like the opposite of helpful, especially when you're recording a playthrough that you're not editing whatsoever, because then it's very noticeable. Now that overly drawn out explanation of why the camera is an issue, it also has other problems. It just stops working sometimes. It crashes outright. The zoom function doesn't work properly. And I mentioned that I was going to get around to the fact that it records in 4K. It doesn't. So, I don't know whether this was the autofocus on the camera, or whether it was the lighting, or what, but it didn't record in 4K. In fact, from what I've seen of my last update video, it doesn't even record in full HD. So it's worse than this camera that is about 10 years old. So to be fair to the company, they actually responded very quickly and were very helpful, but the camera was fucking useless. So I don't know if other people have had better luck with it. I don't even know what make it was, to be honest. I just seen that it had all the functions I wanted, and I was like, right, and from what I seen there was like 1 or 2 reviews and they were okay, so whatever. Point is, I got my money back for it, so whatever, but now I've just kind of got this useless camcorder that sometimes works when it wants to, sometimes doesn't. That was a long talk about camcorders, face cams and shit. Next thing. Old games I'm recording. So, I've been playing a lot of old games recently. You'll have probably noticed. And I'm having a lot of fun with it, actually. That's about it. Nah, I've been trying to work out how to record, so I managed to get my PlayStation recording with some difficulty through my capture card. I managed to get my PS3 hooked up through an HDMI cable and working with my capture card. That proved stupidly difficult. It basically opens up options as to how I'm going to record. I've also recently been recording on my original Xbox, which is quite funny with how it's set up. I'll do a little drawing. But basically, Xbox is on the second shelf. It goes up, plugs into a SCART. I think. You know what? I won't bother explaining it. For any of you that are actually curious, I'll put up a little paint drawing of it up here. I'm promising a lot for this video. I'm putting in way too much effort. Considering I didn't bother recording the audio properly, I'm putting in way too much effort with this. I guess video updates. I was kind of struggling to find a game that I was going to be playing for the rest of the next couple of months. RimWorld I've chosen because, well, random people join and it just seems like a lot of chaos, which is good fun. I was originally going to do XCOM, but I decided against that because I started playing it and I lost the will to live because I was playing on the hardest difficulty on Iron Man and I was just getting fucking demolished, so I was like, nah, I'm not enjoying this at all. I'm just getting angry and it's basically just a rage video, which is fine for one video but not for an entire series, so nah. Videos that I've got up and coming, as in like, you know, your 2 playthroughs a month or whatever. I already did Lucky Luke. That was a video that I've been planning on doing for quite a while. I didn't think I would get as annoyed as I did in the last video. Oops. I remember the game being difficult. I don't remember being that bullshit, but whatever. Not getting into that. I've got something planned for the rest of this month. As you've seen, the Conquer demo should have went up yesterday. That's fine. That is a little teaser for what's coming up for the rest of the month. As for next month, I do have 2 games planned. I have started playing them. At least I've done the first episode of both, but I don't know. I'm not sure whether I'll continue with them or not. I haven't really decided. They might just be one-offs. And I might do something else entirely. We'll see. I think that kind of covers it. I've rambled for a stupidly long time for what will probably be edited down until like 2 or 3 minutes. So, I want to go to sleep. I've been binging RimWorld for the last like 2 days with like 0 sleep. Last night I had a sleep and I've never been so tired in my life. I'm done. Oh yeah, no, actually, one last thing. Not an update from me, but I was having a look at this the other day. Did you know that Mass Effect 3, they sent copies of the game with a bunch of other crap in a box and sent it up into I think it was the stratosphere, and then when they landed, they tweeted out the coordinates for people to go and collect them. I didn't know that. I thought it was awesome. More games should do that. I would have loved to have turned around and went, yeah, my game was from space, or as close to space as you're gonna get, but you know, close enough. Alright, I'm gonna end this video now before I continue to ramble and start spouting off random facts about stuff that I discovered while I'm looking at old games. I'll catch you all in the next video. I hope you enjoy the next coming months. Blah blah blah. Have a good one. Yeah. I'm away to go die now. I'm gonna go sleep. I'm gonna be like, bleh. No, I can't sleep. If I sleep now, I'll not be able to sleep tonight. Alright, fine. Right, I'll catch you all in the next video anyway. See you later.